내가
calculated my steps, my heart, my breath, breathe lungs of a victory, and vividly you see me when I'm at my
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Tonight, it'll be Chicago going up against Phoenix. I'm Kevin Harlan, and with me tonight, Craig Anthony and Tim Legler. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the five for Mike D'Antoni right now. Marion out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Johnson. Then it's Nash. And it's Stoudemire in at the 5 spot. And for Chicago, they've got Dennis Rodman. Gary Payton is out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Garnett. And it's Hill in at the 3, the small forward. With Steve Nash and Devin Booker partnered up, Craig in the backcourt, this team is in excellent hands.
No doubt, Nash is a passing genius who can manipulate the defense at will, and Booker is a next-level scorer who has a knack for hitting the tough shots. And they're both equally gifted playing on and off the ball.
This sounds like a dream duo for Suns fans, doesn't it?
And a nightmare duo for the opposition.
Chicago with the ball. It's a 3-point game. On the wing, Jordan. He's guarded by Johnson. A shot by Jordan, no good. Now Nash from deep three-point land. Rebounded by Rodman.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
That's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
And stolen by Booker. Nash with it. Now Payton defending. Johnson against Payton. Johnson kicks to Stoudemire. Garnett with the block.
And he sends a message with that swat. Do not come in my house. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Now here's Marion. Stoudemire with a screen on Hill. Just 5 on the clock. Stoudemire outside. That's good, and it's Marion with the assist.
Wow, so much potential for Stoudemire. If he can master that quick release, watch out.
Payton looking around. Over Booker. And the basket by Payton.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, it's forcing them to guard at all 3 levels.
Now here's Johnson. Over Jordan. Johnson can't get it to go. Rodman finds Garnett. Outside Hill. Back to Garnett. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Jordan. And it's Chicago scoring again.
And that time the screener rolls and Jordan has room to get the shot he wants, makes a good decision to keep that one himself.
And Payton sends it back. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Points in close are always something coaches strive for.
And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Chicago ends up going with the new group. And for the Suns, Chambers is checked in for Booker. Davis is subbed in for Johnson. Nash outside. Pass to Stoudemire. Over Adebayo. And Adebayo sends it back. Phoenix ball. Six on the shot clock. Here's Marion. Wow, what a play! Unbelievable!
And Marion finishes with strength there, demonstrating how athletic he is with that dunking ability.
Here's Morant. Rebound by the Suns. Here's the lob to the hoop. Poked loose. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass to Davis. Stoudemire setting the pick for Davis. Deflected by Murray.
And that block was all about timing, making sure he didn't foul while also protecting the rim.
Morant with the bucket.
Now, how about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Nash dishes to Marion. Davis inside. Murray on him. And there it is for him.
The defense didn't bother him one bit as he got it to go inside.
Morant passes to Griffin. Morant against Nash. And here is Murray. No scoring in this one. Lays it up off the glass.
Such a quick and crafty player. Murray gets room and scores.
Nash outside. Over to the wing. Here's Stoudemire, and so it's Chicago. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Mike D'Antoni right now. We've got Devin Booker. Chambers out there with Davis. And it's Jason Kidd. And it's Stoudemire in at the 5 down low.
And you can get a vision for the future Booker might have in this league. He has all the foundational elements of an elite scorer.
It's his first trip to the line.
2 shots.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Chicago leading by 8. Here's Morant over Kidd. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And you want to prevent Ja from driving to the rim, but you gotta also contest him at the mid-range and just hope it doesn't go in.
Now here's Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Kidd, no good. Morant against Booker. And it's Morant missing. Phoenix trails by 10. Stoudemire in the post. Brunson covering. Offensive rebound. Stoudemire's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. And Brunson gets it to go. Brunson's got his first 2 points.
With how fast Brunson plays, his pull-up is really unguarded.
And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. He's ready to talk things through with them. Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Adebayo is checked in for Towns. Hill comes in for Kevin Durant. Michael Jordan is checked in for Jalen Brunson. And it's Peyton in for Morant. Phoenix also making some changes. Marion, he's checked in for Chambers. And Dennis Johnson's subbed in for Jason Kidd. Booker finds Davis. Marion setting the pick for Davis. Over Hill. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Davis.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Peyton's shot is off. Marion passes to Johnson. Marion against Adebayo. The three. The shot by Marion, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Hill. Nice shot from the wing. Hill's got the lead up to 12 now for Chicago.
It took a lot of confidence to take that shot.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Booker outside. Jordan with the steal. Hill with it. He has 7. Peyton with a screen on Davis. Tries it from 19. And Peyton gets it to go on the assist by Hill. And it's 6 points for Gary Payton. Booker outside. Marion outside. Pass to Booker. Back to Marion. Shot clock at 5. The 3 from Johnson. The rebound by Jordan.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
Well, with the pace of this game, you don't want to leave anything to chance.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And the way Adebayo gets off the floor, it almost looks effortless.
.114 left in the first half of basketball. And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Well, let's pump the brakes right here. Put a Band-Aid on this, and you've got to turn it around. The momentum is going the other way.
Some changes for Chicago. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Adebayo. And it's Garnett in for Markkanen. Nash is checked in for the Suns. 1:11 left in the first half. Garnett with the steal. To the middle. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
I like their offensive approach. They've been aggressive, but under control.
Now, here's Johnson. Still scoreless. Pass to Nash for 3. Booker. It's rebounded by Towns.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
That one drops for him.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Booker the pass to Stoudemire. And the rejection by Towns.
Oh, big cat save. No way.
Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 4 assists in the game.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
And so it's Chicago, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, Grant Hill has been really making it happen, guys.
And, you know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Well, this is a nice adjustment, running the offense through him tonight. That's a nice little switch-up.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. So with Griffin sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Jordan is out there with Gary Payton. Then there's Towns, and it's Durant, and it's Garnett in at the foursome.
And I love the total commitment from Booker against the foul. He doesn't just give up on the attempt.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Booker. Chicago leading by 22. Jordan with it. Now Stoudemire defender. And the shot goes down. Jordan's got 8 points.
And Jordan can score from anywhere on the floor. At least that's what he believed.
There's Nash with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Nice jumper there, sinking it.
And so Payton will bring it up for Chicago. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Outside, Towns. Pass to Jordan. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
First team foul.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat.
Chicago making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Gary Payton. And he makes all 3. And here are the Suns now. Here's Nash. Out to Marion. And the dunk by Marion.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. From deep, Brunson drills it from outside. He's got 5.
And for a high-volume three-point shooter, Brunson is really efficient.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Markkanen a screen on Nash. Brunson finds Markkanen. Another 3 for Chicago.
Solid team basketball, keeping the ball moving and creating a great shot.
Stoudemire setting the pick for Marion. Pass to Stoudemire. Back to Marion. That one falls. 6 points for Sean Marion.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Johnson against Jordan. Shoots from the high post. It's Chicago with another bucket.
It's just one of those nights where Jordan can do no wrong offensively. And let's talk about the endurance to go along with it. Wow.
Phoenix calls timeout. Checked in for Chicago. Ja Morant comes in for Michael Jordan. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Booker outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, you try to avoid fouling Booker, but he is so good, he will still find a way to get to the line.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. Chicago making a switch here. Rodman's checked in. So it's Chicago now. Now here's Brunson. Nice D from Nash. Launches from deep. Chicago grabs the miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Adebayo. Bank shot. No good. Booker with it. Now defended by Adebayo.
2 minutes.
Nash outside. And it's Marion in the corner. Back to Nash. 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And so here is Chicago, and that one is good.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Pass to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Stoudemire outside. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Suns missing. The 3 from Morant. Offensive rebound. Adebayo kicks to Morant. It's good from long range. Morant's got 7.
And how about the catch and fire there from Morant? He's got the endless confidence in his ability.
Nash dishes to Stoudemire. Over Adebayo. And the Suns miss again. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
And each year, Adebayo looks more and more comfortable shooting the ball off the catch. He's become a scoring threat from all over the floor.
And Booker kicks to Marion. Pass to Stoudemire. They need this. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Morant passes to Adebayo. Now Rodman lets it go from deep. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist from Rodman. He's got 7.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's Chicago running away with this one. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So Payton will bring it up for Chicago. So with Nash sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Mike D'Antoni right now. They've got Marion. Davis is out there with Johnson. Then there's Chambers, and it's Stoudemire in at the 5. Johnson, the pass to Davis. Johnson dishes to Davis. Knocks down the 3 ball.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Jordan. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Outside, Davis. And it's Marion in the corner. Over Hill. And Adebayo sends it back.
Well, I love seeing this kind of activity from Bam. He is showing you exactly the type of stifling defender he can be.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Chicago.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Well, one thing that has stood out to me, and it's been a major difference maker, is they're playing with great pace, getting out on the break every chance they get.
It's stolen by Rodman. Payton finds Adebayo. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists in the game.
What a finish from Bam, a guy who has no issue playing through physical defense.
Pass to Chambers. Five to shoot. Here's Davis. And again, it's the Suns missing. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
It really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Marion, and no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Peyton attacking, and Peyton throws it down.
How about the quickness on display there for Peyton, especially when he's slicing to the basket.
Davis inside, Jordan on him, and Davis can't get it to go. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Outside, Davis. Stoudemire, the screen, high post shot, and it's Davis missing. Chicago with the ball. A 12-0 run right now and counting, and the basket by Hill.
And because of his ability to attack the rim, Hill can use that mid-range jumper as a great second option. Keeps defenders honest when he's knocking that down.
Chambers with a screen on Adebayo. His first shot coming late, and that one comes up a bit short. Rodman passes to Jordan over Davis. It's stolen by Stoudemire. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. Chicago making some changes. Garnett comes in for Bam Adebayo. And Griffin subbed in for Rodman. And for the Suns, Devin Booker comes in for Chambers. And it's Nash in for Davis. Here's Booker. That's good, and it's Marion with the assist.
And sinking that one, he ends a 14-0 run by Chicago.
And then Griffin with the dunk.
Oh, man. Griffin is a monster around the rim.
So it's Phoenix now. Here's Nash, and the Suns tack on two more.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has let up since they have the lead.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Stoudemire, and he converts the layup.
And this is where Stoudemire's feast. And it's why his teammates look to get him the rock down low.
Here's Hill, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, when you have the lead, ball security's everything. Just focus on each trip up the floor.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They've won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about wraps it up. For Tim Legler and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, and we thank you for tuning in. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.